treat for you guys. So today I have my business partner and husband, Nathan. Okay, so I want to make this very quick because we don't have much time. So today we have something special. Actually, we are busy on the project. I just wanted to share with you guys what it is that we do. So as you know, you guys, we have a cleaning company that we started in 2017 and 2018, and we've been doing this for a while now. So I just wanted to share with you guys exactly what it is that we do. So this property here, I can't disclose exactly where we are, privacy for my clients. So this property, a new tenant is coming in a couple of days, and it's been empty for a couple of months. I'd like to believe maybe 1 or 2 months. So they have asked us to come in and just do basically what we call a move in, move out clean. So when we come in, we literally clean everything from the ceiling to the floor.
Yes.
Yeah. So
doors, windows, floors, light fixtures, doors,
everything.
cupboards, inside, top, everything.
Yeah. So like for instance, we would come in. This is actually a double-story house. So we'll probably start with the top floor. We usually like to start with the difficult parts. Usually the two difficult parts of a property would be the bathrooms and the kitchen. So we like usually to start the kitchen being the most difficult usually, because there's brine, there's oil, there's things you find like that, because when you're cooking, it's gonna be grimy. So what we like to do is, like, when we come into a property, we like to start with if it's a double-story house, we'll probably start with the top level, and then we'll do all the bathrooms first. We'll clean from the ceiling, and we'll do the soap scums and whatever in the shower. We'll scrub all of that, and after we're done, we're gonna do the shower heads, and then we shine everything, the glasses and everything, and then once we're done and we are happy with the bathrooms, we then move over to the bedrooms. So when we get into the bedrooms, you guys, we're gonna do from the light fixtures in the ceiling, and then we're gonna do the walls, we're gonna do inside and outside the cupboards, and then we'll do the floors, if there's carpets, depending if the client wants us to do a deep clean of the carpets or just a regular vacuum. We'll do that. Like I said, the cupboards inside out, light fixtures, everything. We clean it inside out, you guys. There's nothing that is left unturned. Okay, you guys, they need some information, but yeah. Operations, we don't really have, this is actually difficult for us because we constantly, looking over the project, and we're trying to shoot this for you guys. So excuses if the video is not as good quality, because we're kind of like multitasking. Yeah, so usually when we do a project, we are there. If we do have time and we don't have anything else going on, we are here helping out. You want to add something to that?
Yeah, pretty much.
So if we are here helping out, because it also helps us, get to know our business even better. Because the more you actually do the work, the more you know the business. Like, I'll give you an example. For instance, if I hire somebody to assist with the cleaning, you can't tell me that you need 1 liter of handy to clean this property, because I know I've done the cleaning, so I know exactly how much chemicals I need for a house like this one. And it also gives us a bit of a personal touch to our clients, because we are there and we are mixing with our clients, we are talking to them, and if they have a problem, they get to talk with us directly.
Which is usually less likely.
Less likely. We hardly meet the clients anyway, so yeah. But sometimes, we do get into properties where the client is there, or the client are living within the property, and we get to meet the client and talk to the client, but on rare occasions we get those. Usually we get properties like this that are empty, where somebody is moving in or moving out, and then we do that.
Occupation, construction, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we're not the ones to be behind the desk giving orders and instructions. We like to get in there and help out, and we train our own staff. Nathan and I actually train our own staff. So we also take this opportunity when we have new staff to train new staff, and because we have standards that we like to keep, standards that we like to maintain. So on the regular, it also gives us an opportunity to check if our staff are keeping up with the standards of the company. Yeah.
Yes. So we're gonna get back to it. We are on the clock. We're going to finish this project quickly and dash off to another project.
Yeah. So as we are cleaning today, you guys, I'm just gonna be taking short videos here and there that I'm gonna show you guys how we clean, how a day like this would probably go for us. So I'm in there cleaning, likewise Nathan is in there and helping out here and there. So yeah, you guys will get to see what a typical work day is like for us.
Okay, you guys, so this is it, a day with me at work. So as I mentioned, we start with the bathrooms as we are doing right here, just a thorough cleaning of the bathrooms, paying attention to little details for soap scum and other itty bitty things like water stains on the silver shower heads and stuff like that. Once the bathrooms are done, we then move over to the bedrooms, again paying careful attention to the cupboards. Excuse my little bun, you guys. When I'm working, my hair gets in my face and stuff like that, so I put it into little knots just so I can get through the day. So as you can see here, we go thoroughly into the cupboards, cleaning inside the cupboards, the doors on the insides and the outsides, getting rid of all the little stains and stuff like that. And then we do sanitize, you know, because of COVID and stuff like that, we have to sanitize. So yeah. As you can see, guys, nothing is left unturned. We pay attention to every little details. See, the bathrooms are nice and clean at this point. And then in the bedrooms, we make sure we get all the walls, the doors, the floors, the cupboards, the windows, everything. For my favorite part of the day, I love to clean the kitchen. I always pay extra attention in the kitchen because usually, you know, because of the cooking and stuff, there's always a lot of oils and grime in the kitchen. So I love being in the kitchen and making sure everything is properly done. So usually I pay close attention to the stove area, the oven area, and the sink area because that's where we use, you know, oils the most. And often people forget that oil buildup happens literally anywhere in the kitchen. So sometimes you will have like oil on the cupboard doors and stuff like that, and people tend to pay attention to that because you can see that, but they always forget the top of the cupboards. Always, often when we go into houses and stuff, we always notice that there's always like at least maybe a little bit, but always like a lot, like a layer of oil on top of the cupboards. So I always like to note that and pay attention to that. And depending on the customer's needs, we use different kinds of chemicals. In this instance, this customer was really particular about the products that she wanted us to use. She wanted products that were safe and not so harsh on the skin and stuff like that. So we try to use, very basic domestic products in this case. So yeah, you guys, that's me in my little bun, making sure that I get rid of all the oils. And then here you see, like I said, I love to pay extra attention to the kitchen. So I start that off. This stove particularly wasn't very dirty, so I just used Handy Andy to clean it out. It did have a little bit of oil on the side, so I used the scraper to get that out. And again, you guys, you have to be very gentle with the scraper because you don't want to damage the surface itself. So be gentle with it. I've been doing this for a long time, so I know how to do it carefully. So you see, that's how much oil is around the stove. And again, you need to be careful if there's silicone around the stove. You don't want to use the scraper because you're going to get the silicone off. But sometimes if it's very, very dirty, I do scrape the silicone off and then replace the silicone. So yeah, I really enjoy this part because I can really get in there and get all the grime and all the dirt out. And then I like to take out the knobs again, scrape around the knobs and, get all the nitty-gritties out of there. Depending on how dirty the knobs are, sometimes I like to soak them in degreaser and hot water just to get all the oil out of the knobs as well, because sometimes underneath the knobs there's oil in there, so it's easier to let it soak and then you literally just rinse it off. Or scrubbing the knobs might take you a while, and it's much more difficult that way. So I just noticed how horrible I look in this pot, but you guys, this is the reality. By this point, all the makeup is gone and you're just there, just busy, and what you look like doesn't really matter. So probably when I'm working, most of the time this is what I look like. So I thought I just put that in there. So here we are almost done. Usually cleaning a house of this magnitude takes about, I'd like to say 5 to 8 hours, depending of course on the size of the house and how dirty the house is. Sometimes we get into a property and we think maybe it's going to take us a day or so, but it ends up actually taking us 2 days. So yeah, this house wasn't very dirty. It was actually well kept, so it took us about 6 hours to get the whole house clean. because the new tenants were coming in and we needed to get out of there. So I literally just did a quick browse through so that you guys could see after we done what the property will look like. So we took out everything that was in the house that they didn't need, left it empty, throwing out all the clutter and stuff like that. So the house was completely empty at this point, well cleaned and smelling fresh. So the top level of the house was done first completely, and we headed over to the lower level of the house, which I'm going to show you guys now in a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, we got everything out of there. Everything is nice and clean. Nothing was left unturned. And now we head over to the bottom level of the house. So you need to make sure that you pay attention to every little detail, every single thing. All the things that you think might be little and people might not notice, you need to pay extra attention and extra detail to that. I take full pride in that. That's my favorite part of the job, making sure that I get into every little thing that you least expect to be done. So yeah, that's it, you guys. As you can see, all done. Thank you for watching. See you next time.